as a muralist or an artist, when you do a mural, you have to have that understanding that that mural is not going to be there forever.
I was always fascinated by it because he had this girl with like eagle hair, and I don't know, it was there like a long time, and it's kind of sad that it isn't there anymore.
Pues no deberían haberlo pintado.
They should have not taken it out.
This has been here for years. It's historical here.
Unfortunately, it fell by the wayside because the artist was really not welcome in this community. He was charged with child molestation. He was arrested and he served time. So the mural itself, for the local community, for the grandmothers and mothers of the girls who had been molested, represented something negative. Segundo Barrio is a tight-knit community. Everyone knows each other to a point, and the mural represented something ugly at that point. And it's unfortunate because it was an important historical mural.
I don't think they should have done that, but I'm open to new opportunities, like a new mural, like a better one even.
This wall is important to the community. It represents the identity of the community. And like you mentioned earlier, young kids miss whatever image was on there before.
Muralism for me, especially right now, you know, it's we're trying to tell the stories of the barrio. I think as long as we get the message across, we see people asking those questions. I think the murals are supposed to create that engagement and that conversation within the community members. I think that's what we should take ownership of, and not the wall.
Things are getting more difficult to qualify for these things because you have to compete against these great groups around here and in Odessa and the Amarillo and Fort Worth area. We talk to our kids a lot about there are no guarantees when you do these performances. You have to really work hard and take care of your details to make things happen.
Here we go. I really like the competition this year just because everybody's so good this year. Franklin made it for the first time at state. Americas is doing very good. It's just a very nice time to be in a marching band.
If we're on the podium conducting or something, we usually just kind of focus on keeping tempo. If we're working on marching or anything like that, we make sure that everyone's doing the same technique and, you know, making sure that everyone's pointing their toe, keeping their legs straight.
Marching band is really the reason why I am who I am today, because I've made so many friends, I've been disciplined, I learned to go beyond my expectations.
That would be amazing if we take it all. There's like such huge bands at like Austin and Dallas and areas like that have massive budgets and like millions of dollars, and they have huge bands and they're almost perfect. So if we take it all, that would be pretty amazing. Pretty nice end to the senior year.
going now?
We're gonna go downtown, okay? Vamos allá a ver a los,
One gingerly step at a time.
There you go.
That's how 89-year-old Jose Anaya now lumbers around. He requires a walker and sometimes a helping hand to make it up.
28 years for the city, El Paso City Lines.
But his mind is bright and holds a vast album of memories from a time when El Paso was growing.
Platíqueme qué está pasando aquí, qué estaba haciendo aquí en esta foto. ¿Quién está en esta foto?
This
is me, and this is La Tranvía. When they would enter the shop,
Tranvías is what they were called in Spanish. And for years, Jose was part of the maintenance crew that worked on these old El Paso streetcars. Some of his most vivid memories are of the countless hours he spent working on those machines.
And they had pretty good streetcars. They used to run buses and streetcars. The streetcars run from San Antonio, Laredo and Juarez, 16 in Juarez, Juarez Avenue over in Juarez, and then Santa Fe and San Antonio, around Rego.
The streetcars ran in El Paso from 1950 to 1974. And during that time, they crossed into Juarez, a moment in history when traveling over the border was uncomplicated.
Well, they used to get a lot of people in Juarez and here. They like them.
Jose remembers the tranvías were popular. From 8 to 4 every day, they would run into Juarez and back. It was the cutting-edge way to get around town.
Well, I used to put a streetcar. We used to grease them and put the brand new wheels on them.
We're actually using the original vehicles that used to run in El Paso.
Those old tranvías will soon be making a comeback. For several years now, the city has been planning their grand return.
Well, this is a unique one on almost every front when you're talking about streetcar.
Raymond Telles is in charge of the new streetcar project. It's a $97 million enterprise that's blending history with modern-day technology.
We're using the original vehicles, we're stripping them all the way down to the bare metal, and we're building them back up.
And the design includes all the latest amenities.
When you get on it, you'll have air conditioning, you'll have Wi-Fi, you'll have all of those amenities that modern transit systems have, but in the shell of the original vehicle. So it's a nice blending of the two.
The streetcars will run over 4.8 miles of track through downtown El Paso, UTEP, and the Cincinnati Entertainment District. Telles says the community's excited about their revival.
I can't wait for this to start because my grandfather used to take me to Juarez, or I was involved in the maintaining of the track, or there's always at least one or two individuals that can relay a personal story about how these were important to them.
Okay.
Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after 28 years grinding away, Jose eventually retired from the city. He suffered a stroke not long ago, but at least once a week, he still enjoys taking the route of the old tranvías. It's a piece of history Jose Anaya
They have to be in good shape, nice and clean, and good work.
holds dear to his heart.
We're gonna, the first one, we're gonna go and see.
You just want me to improv and see? I can do that.
All right, cool.
I play the guitar, and I don't know, this was really unexpected, but I'm very excited. Any music group or individual that comes to sacrifice their time to come play for children is my respect in any way, or just musicians in general.
Especially for all the kids right here at the hospital, I always joy and that they can get out of here with their families in good shape.
Oh, amazing. Especially through music. Every time I get to jam out with people, it's like I've known them forever, even though I just met these guys.